Justice Hussein Baba-Yusuf, the Chief Judge of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, has urged magistrates to always give their best in the discharge of their lawful duty of justice administration in the country. Baba-Yusuf gave the charge while declaring open a two-day workshop organized for magistrates in FCT. The workshop was organized by the Magistrates Association of Nigeria, FCT branch, in collaboration with an NGO, Fight Against Corruption in Judiciary, and Duty Solicitors Network, supported by ROLAC. The CJ added that in this type of atmosphere, the magistrate walks a tightrope as he has to balance the obligation to maintain best global practices in his day-to-day activities with obvious challenges associated with his job.
On this score, I thank the organizers and all the development partners who have deemed it fit to raise the bar of qualitative justice dispensation through this forum. It is beyond peradventure that the magistrate is an integral and critical aspect of our justice institution with shared responsibilities for quick dispensation of justice. This is indeed an onerous task in view of the heavy docket of the magistrates who must of necessity contend with the increasing number of cases in the Federal Capital Territory as a result of the growing population of the city, coupled with limited resources. In this type of atmosphere, the magistrates walk a tightrope as he has to balance the obligation to maintain best global practices in this day-to-day activities with obvious challenges associated with his job. This is undoubtedly a tall task. Nevertheless, there has to be no excuse for failure.
Earlier, Mr. Bayo Akinlade, convener and national coordinator, Duty Solicitors Network and Fight Against Corruption in Judiciary, said policy decision and approach in dispensation of justice could be changed.
Not everything has to do with changing the law. You can make some policies, some policy decisions, change the protocols or the approach in which you exercise the law. So it is very, very important that we adopt some of these best practices. And when we're talking about best practices, especially to speed up the administration of criminal justice or the administration of justice itself, we have to look outside the box for innovation. For instance, in Lagos, when we discovered that there were so many criminal cases that were unresolved, we discovered that those criminal cases were coming from and always come from the police. And because most of the time the police do not have experienced investigators or knowledgeable investigators, they throw these cases into the courts. Now, in order to stop that, the Attorney General put a committee together, and one of the outcomes of that committee was to appoint DPPs, that's lawyers in the Department of Public Prosecution, to filter cases on site at the magistrate courts. So, for instance, in this court as we have it.
Similarly, in his speech, Chairman, MAN FCT, Senior Magistrate Musa Abdulrazak Enaye, said that the workshop was geared towards equipping the magistrates with the necessary tools with which to function efficiently in all ramifications.
What this forum basically is trying to address is to bring to the fore issues that have always bedeviled the magistracy and by extension the judiciary. These issues are not just related to issues relating to the issue of welfare or salaries or inadequacies of same, but also relating to the tools of work. In the time of the COVID-19 era, some courts were sitting virtually using audiovisuals to deliver judgments, ruling, and also take evidence. This is where the world is headed, and we are looking at the FCT magistracy heading in this same way to become one of the best when it comes to global practices in the judiciary.